The more you have and the more you are grateful for, the more will be given to you. So, welcome, dear friends, to our continuing conversation on your abundant life. This whole month, we've been talking about this idea of abundance, that flow of good, that continual and renewable source of all that we desire, all that we need, all that we want, that continually comes. And it flows from this place of the divine. You know, one of the things that we said at the very beginning of the conversations of this month is a quote from Dallas Willard, who says that our abundance is anchored in our knowledge of God. Life flows into everything, through everything. It passes into every human event and translates itself through every human act. If you learn to think of life as flowing through your every action, you will soon discover that the things you give your attention to are quickened with new energy, for you are breathing the very essence of being into them. And so here's our practice for the week. It's basically reflecting on that same energy system that I talked about a few minutes ago, but doing it not through fear, but through love. And so again, settle yourself back, relax for a moment, and just let me guide you through this. So again, if you feel comfortable to just let your gaze be so that you are looking without seeing, you are hearing without listening, that you are breathing. Because when we breathe, everything changes. When we breathe, we find our way back into our body. And when we find our way back into our body, we find our place in the cosmos. We know what is ours to do, and we know what it is for us to let go. So imagine then that this presence of love is just pouring through you. And there it is at the very base of the spine, as this red disc begins to open and whirl, and it is filled with the presence of love. So as a loving presence, how do you belong? Who is your tribe? Who is your family? Who do you give and receive love from? And how that energizes us. It becomes the very foundation of our being. That we are loved unconditionally from the divine itself and in all the aspects that are created from this. Tribe, our community, our family. And we just let love then begin to move up the spine to the area around the navel, just below. And there's this orange, like a navel orange disc or ball that begins to open and whirl. How does creativity express itself through love? How does love create? It's expansive, it's open, it's resourced, it connects with all things, it enjoys, it is filled with joy. And again, letting this travel up to the area of our solar plexus, this yellow disc. As a loving person, how do I love myself? Curious. Practice self-care. I let go of what no longer serves me, and I embrace that which nurtures me, feeds me. I know I am a center of divine consciousness within the vast whole. I am a center of love within the vast whole. And then again, it begins to travel up to our heart, this beautiful emerald green disc that begins to open, whirl. Sometimes they say it's like a 1,000-petal lotus, whatever the visual, however your imagination works. But how does love love? It loves, it expands, it's open, it's curious, it embraces, it heals all things, renews all things, appreciates all things, is excited about things. And when we love going to this indigo disc at our throat, how do we ask for what we want? We do with confidence. We do with joy. We understand. How do we speak? We speak clearly, powerfully, courageously with our heart. And how do we see the world? As a place of engagement, of opportunity, how everything is interconnected to everything else. And as we see the world, our natural response is this: how do I serve? And then this beautiful white gold crown, this root system that connects us into all the cosmos. How do we pray? How do we pray? In love, we pray in gratitude. We pray in joy. We pray in thanksgiving. We pray in openness and curiosity and in confidence. So our practice again, the 23rd Psalm, the practice again, our mantra, and the practice perhaps to listen to this meditation or this guided thought of allowing this energy system of love to move through our chakra, our energy body, nurturing us, empowering us, so that we can, through the power of love, co-create with all creation a world that is just, equitable, sustainable for all life, a world that worked for all. Namaste.